Hi, my name is Camelia Akami Keys, and today we are going to talk about how to apply drum rudiments to the drum set. I get a lot of questions about this. You've worked up your double stroke roll, you worked up your single stroke roll, you worked up all these rudiments, and now you're wondering, how do you apply them to the drum set? So the first thing you have to do is get used to moving your arms and your hands. Because now you need to go from a snare to a tom. You need to go from a snare to a floor tom. You need to go to a snare to a cymbal. So you're gonna have to get familiar with the movement. So that's gonna be something in itself. You've learned how to play the rudiments probably just on your practice pad. You sat and you worked it up. And so now you're gonna have to take it and start moving it. So I spent a lot of time with each rudiment going from like snare to the tom. One of the rudiments that's commonly used on the drum set, along with the single stroke roll. So double stroke roll, still doing the double stroke roll. First tom, snare to the second tom, snare to the fourth tom, or however many. Okay, let me go snare to the hi-hat, snare to the cymbal. So if I'm doing a 5-stroke roll, 1, 2, 3, 4, over to the floor tom. How does it feel to go up to a crash? I gotta move my arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you see, you got all of this arm movement, and I'm telling you, when you add that in, it's gonna make it feel so much different. So you have to practice extension. So that is a big thing you want to keep in mind when you start transferring your rudiments to the drum set. We're going to do the Swiss Army triplet between the floor tom and the snare. Your Swiss Army triplets. Triplet, triplet. Okay? First note, triplet. Full stroke, and then you drop those 2 lower hits. So knowing where your full stroke is and where your taps are really important into making all of the rudiments that you're going to take over from your practice pad over to your drum set. So you have to get familiar with this motion. Be able to get back and forth between the snare and the tom. So this is way different, right, than doing a normal Swiss Army triplet right here. Okay, so if I try to maintain this, there's a lot that goes into being able to do this, but the technique for this is really just, I'm kind of just going out, coming back in, almost like a windshield wiper. To do a Swiss Army triplet, which is a rudiment, and that's how you could apply it to the drum set. So if I was going to do this and like play a beat and do a Swiss Army triplet type of fill, between a crash and a snare, you can add the accents with the kick drum. I have to do this flicking motion to get my hand all the way over there, and that is a technique within itself. So you gotta go. I'm like almost flicking my hand out because I wanted the fluidity of it to be able to get over there and come back. Same thing with my four tom. So as I'm doing the paradiddle diddle, I'm not necessarily focusing on just doing it over and over again. The goal is to be able to apply it and make it sound musical in any situation. So I don't focus on just doing it over and over again. I just try to get it in there when it feels right. One thing I also like to do is have an ostinato going. I like to have time under anything that I'm doing. It kind of helps me. Go bass, hi-hat, bass, hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, right? And I'm gonna do a 5-stroke roll. Right, that's a 5-stroke roll. And so I'm gonna keep that going while I start moving it around the set. 1, 2, 3, right? 5-stroke roll. Cool, going between the floor tom and the So after you practice your favorite rudiment, 5-stroke roll, paradiddle, whatever, the most important thing is to make it groove and to make it feel good. Working on kick, working on hi-hat technique, working on all these different techniques and applying the drum rudiments. The most important thing is that there is a feel-good groove behind what you're playing. And so, yeah, you can get rudiments in there, no problem. And that's just a 5-stroke roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the next thing to do is, take the rudiments and try to apply them to different grooves and different solos. 5-stroke roll, let's add it in there. The most important thing is to just have fun, and when you're grooving or when you're soloing, let a rudiment pop into your head and let it flow naturally. That's the goal. Just make it feel good and have fun. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Camelia Kamakis. God bless. Music is the universal language, and I quickly learned that while I was serving in the United States Navy. We could not speak the same language, but put a smile on someone's face by playing the drums. I make music to spread joy.